Good morning, everyone. In chapter 7 of history, tribes, nomads, and settled communities. Till now, we studied about beyond big cities, tribal societies हमने पढ़ा था. Who were tribal peoples? Who were tribal peoples and how nomads and mobile people lived. Just recall about nomads. Who were nomads? कौन थे नोमाड्स? नोमाड्स वो थे जो खाना बदोश लोग जो थे, नोमैडिक पेस्टोलिस्ट जो थे, मर्चेंट्स थे ये लोग. एंड डिस्कस्ड अबाउट बंजारास. बंजारा कम्युनिटीज़ हमने डिस्कस की थी. एंड आफ्टर दैट वी स्टार्टेड लास्ट टॉपिक चेंजिंग सोसाइटी, न्यू कास्ट एंड हिरार्कीज. टुडे वी शैल कंटिन्यू ऑन सेम लेसन with new topic, a closer look. A closer look. The Gonds and the second will be the Ahoms. These are two main categories which we will discuss in our today's lecture. These were two main tribes. The Gonds lived in a vast forested region called Gondwana. They lived in a vast forested region called Gondwana or country inhabited by Gonds. We may see in this map this portion. सेंट्रल इंडिया का जो पार्ट था तो वहाँ पे थे ये लोग गोंडवाना, country inhabited by Gonds, and they practice shifting cultivation. Students, can anyone tell me about shifting cultivation? What is shifting cultivation? In this type of cultivation, trees and bushes in a forest area are first cut and burnt. ट्रीज और बशेस जो है ना उनको काट दिया जाता है, फिर उनको जला दिया जाता है. एंड द क्रॉप इज सोन इन ashes. Crop is sown in ashes, and when the fertility of the land lose, another plot of land is cleared and planted in the same way. They shift on the another part of land. They move to other part of land. Gond tribe divided into many smaller clans. Clans means group. They divided into many smaller clans, and each clan had its own Raja or Rai. Their head. Its own Raja or Rai. About the time that the power of Delhi Sultanate was declining, a few large Gond kingdoms were beginning to dominate the small Gond chiefs. In Akbarnama, a book of Akbar's history, Akbar's reign, अकबर का जो एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन था वो सारा इसमें डिस्कस हुआ था. इस बुक के अंदर उसने एक्सप्लेन किया था. मेंशंस था गोंड किंगडम ऑफ गढ़कटंगा that had 70,000 villages. In this book we may read about Gond kingdom of Gadkatanga which had 70,000 villages. The administrative system of these kingdoms was becoming centralized, and the administration was centralized. क्योंकि यहाँ पे क्या था, राजा और राय जो थे ग्रुप्स बने हुए थे, लीडर्स थे, इनके हेड्स थे यहाँ पे. द किंगडम वाज डिवाइडेड इनटू गढ़s. ग्रह और गढ़s वी मे कॉल दिस वर्ड. ईच गढ़ वाज कंट्रोल्ड बाय ए पर्टिकुलर गोंड क्लैन. स्मॉल ग्रुप्स जो थे. दिस वाज फर्दर डिवाइडेड इनटू यूनिट्स ऑफ 84 विलेजेस कॉल्ड 84. 84 विलेजेस से क्या बनता है, गढ़. द चौरासी वॉज सब डिवाइडेड इंटू बारहोत्स। और जो 84 विलेजेस हैं उसके स्मॉल ग्रुप्स अगर हम देखें तो बारहोत्स 12 विलेजेस का एक ग्रुप होता है, विच वर मेड अप ऑफ 12 विलेजेस ईच। तो 12 विलेजेस से क्या है बारहोत, और 84 विलेजेस से क्या बन रहा है गढ़। द emergence of large states changed the nature of Gond society. Their basically equal society gradually got divided into unequal social classes. तो अब जो लार्ज स्टेट्स जो बन रही है ना, वहाँ पे नेचर जो थी ट्राइबल सोसाइटीज़ की वो थोड़ा सा चेंज हो रही है। बेसिकली इक्वल सोसाइटी ग्रेजुअली गोट डिवाइडेड into unequal social classes. Brahmins received land grants from the Gond Rajas and became more influential. Who get the grants? Brahmins received land grants from the Gond Rajas and became more influential. The Gond chiefs now wish to be recognized as Rajputs. The Gond chief wished to be recognized as Rajput. Amandas, the Gond Raja of Gadkatanga. Amandas, the Gond Raja of Gadkatanga, assumed the title of Sangram Shah. Assumed the title of Sangram Shah, and his son Dalpat married with a princess named Durgavati, who was the daughter of Salbhan. Who was the daughter of Salbhan, the Chandel Rajput Raja of Mahoba. After the death of Dalpat, his wife Rani Durgavati was very capable and started ruling on behalf of her 5-year-old son named Bir Narayan. Rani Durgavati started ruling on behalf of her 5-year-old son named Bir Narayan. Under her, the kingdom became even more extensive. Challenges फेस किए इन्होंने, प्रॉब्लम्स आ रही थी, डिफिकल्टीज थी इनको कुछ। In 1565, the Mughal forces under Asaf Khan attacked Gadkatanga. A strong resistance was put up by Rani Durgavati. They faced the battle. She was defeated and preferred to die rather than surrendered. She defeated in the battle and preferred to die rather than surrender. Her son Bir Narayan also died fighting soon after. Gadkatanga was a rich state. When the Mughals defeated the Gonds, they captured a huge booty of precious coins and elephants. Mughals defeated the Gonds and they captured a huge booty of precious coins and elephants. तो काफ़ी सारा सामान यहाँ से इन्होंने लूटा, elephants, coins जो थे, currencies जो थी. They annexed part of the kingdom and granted the rest to Chandra Shah, an uncle of Bir Narayan. They annexed part of the kingdom and granted the rest to Chandra Shah. If we recall about policy of Mughals, तो मुगल्स की पॉलिसी हमने पीछे कवर की थी। तो उनकी पॉलिसी क्या होती थी कि जिस भी किंगडम को कैप्चर करो तो उनको फोर्स मत करो, बल्कि उनको थोड़ा सा पोर्शन दे दो वहाँ का, ताकि वो हमारे अंडर रह करके काम करें, उनके कंट्रोल में रहें, दोबारा से हमारे सामने ना आ सकें लोग। तो वीर नारायण के जो अंकल थे चंद्र शाह, उनको वहाँ पे ग्रांट्स दे दी गई। डिस्पाइट द फॉल ऑफ गढ़कटंगा, द गोंड किंगडम सर्वाइव्ड फॉर सम टाइम। They became much weaker and later struggled unsuccessfully against the stronger Bundelas and Marathas. They struggled unsuccessfully against the stronger Bundelas and Marathas in later time. And the second is Ahoms. The Ahoms migrated to the Brahmaputra valley from present-day Myanmar in the 13th century. तो इस साइड का जो ये पोर्शन था सारा, they created a new state by suppressing the older political system of the Bhuyans landlords. तो वहाँ की एक पॉलिटिकल सिस्टम था भूयांस का, तो उनको दबाया और वहाँ पे एक अपना जो है एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन इन्होंने एस्टेब्लिश किया। लैंडलॉर्ड्स थे भूयांस जो थे ये लोग। ड्यूरिंग द 16th सेंचुरी दे अनेक्स द किंगडम्स ऑफ चुटियांस एंड ऑफ कोच हाजो in 1581 and subjugated many other tribes. Just recall about सुकोपा। सुकोपा बताया था यहाँ पे हमने, तो एक्सपेंशन अंडर सुकोपास जो है यहाँ पे चल रहे थे। द अहोम्स बिल्ट ए लार्ज स्टेट एंड फॉर दिस दे यूज्ड फायर आर्म्स as early as the 1530s. They used firearms to build a large state, and by the 1660s they could even make high quality gunpowder and cannons. The Ahoms faced many invasions from the southwest. काफ़ी सारे अटैक्स हो रहे थे इनके ऊपर साउथ वेस्ट से। In 1662, the Mughals under Mir Jumla. Who was Mir Jumla? A merchant. Just recall from Masulipatam. मसूलीपट्टनम हमने टॉपिक किया था, तो वहाँ पे क्या था, इंटरफेरेंस चल रही थी डच इंग्लिश जो थे, तो वहाँ पर एक मीर जुमला एक मर्चेंट को भेजा गया था। Mughals under Mir Jumla attacked the Ahom kingdom. Despite their brave defense, the Ahoms were defeated. Ahoms were defeated by Mir Jumla. Who defeated Ahoms? Mir Jumla attacked and defeated the Ahoms. The Ahom state depended upon forced labor, which is known as pikes. The forced system or forced to work for the state were called pikes. उनको फोर्स किया जाता था, ज़बरदस्ती उनसे काम करवाया जाता है, लेबर करवाई जाती थी। A census of the population was taken. पॉपुलेशन की सेंसस होती है, नंबरिंग्स की जाती है उनकी, कितने पीपल्स हैं यहाँ पर। Each village had to send a number of pikes by rotation. तो जितने भी विलेजेस हैं उनको एक एक करके जो है अपने पाइक्स भेजने होते हैं, टर्न बाय टर्न विलेजेस की टर्न आती है। People from heavily populated areas were shifted to less populated areas. And in this way, Ahom clans broken up. During the 17th century, the administration became quite centralized. All adult males served in the army during war, and at other times they were engaged in building dams, irrigation system, and other public works. This was the occupation or profession of this society. Males served in the army during war, and after that In spare time, in other times, they built dams, irrigation system and other public works में involved रहते हैं. They introduced new methods of rice cultivation. Who introduced new methods of rice cultivation? Ahoms. And the Gonds introduced shifting cultivation. Ahoms worshipped their own tribal gods. The influence of Brahmanas increased in this period. Temples and Brahmins were granted land by the king. In the reign of Sib Singh, Hinduism became the predominant religion. But the Ahoms king did not completely give up their traditional beliefs after adopting Hinduism. तो हिंदुइज्म काफ़ी ज़्यादा बढ़ रहा था यहाँ पे, बट ये लोग जो थे, अहोम्स जो थे, इन्होंने अपने ट्रेडिशनल बिलीफ्स जो है ना वो पूरे नहीं छोड़े हैं, अपने ट्रेडिशंस को फॉलो कर रहे हैं ये लोग. अहोम सोसाइटी वॉज वेरी सोफिस्टिकेटेड. सोफिस्टिकेटेड होता है परिष्कृत करना, निकालना किसी चीज़ को, अलग सा रहना. पोइट्स एंड स्कॉलर्स वर गिवन लैंड ग्रांट्स. थिएटर वॉज एनकरेज्ड. नाटक होते थे यहाँ पे. इम्पोर्टेंट वर्क्स ऑफ संस्कृत वर ट्रांसलेटेड इनटू लोकल लैंग्वेज and historical work known as Buranjis. Important works of literature were translated into Sanskrit language. Historical works known as Buranji were also written in first in Ahom language and then in Assami language. Buranji were written in Ahom and Assamese. We may take conclusion from this chapter. Social changes took place in the subcontinent during the period which we have examined. Interaction caused both kind of societies to adapt and change. Changes काफ़ी सारे एक्सेप्ट हुए यहाँ पे. Many different tribes and they took up diverse livelihoods. अलग अलग टाइप से रह रहे हैं. And over a period of time, many of them merged with caste-based society. However, rejected both the caste system and orthodox Hinduism. Some states having well-organized system of administration like Gonds and Ahoms, centralized administration, they became politically powerful and this brought them into conflict with larger and more complex kingdoms and empires. तो इसी वजह से उनमें कॉन्फ्लिक्ट्स जो हैं बढ़ रहे थे. जो बड़े किंगडम्स जो थे, जो बड़े एम्पायर्स जो थे, वो एक दूसरे के फेस कर रहे हैं अब. Okay students, read this chapter attentively and learn question answer exercise of this chapter. Thank you.